Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good field of Super Saloons here tonight. Half a dozen of them out on track. Good to see a bit of a resurgence with the Super Saloons happening in the south as well. We do have a couple of visitors out there tonight, though, of course, come down to take part in this Friday night meeting. Front row of the grid needs no introduction at all. Car number 54, Norman Butler, of course, he's been racing here at the Rock FM Riverside Speedway since the 70s. May have even been earlier than that, but that's as far back as I can remember. So great to see Norm Butler on the front row of the grid here. Alongside him, car number 25, the Hypermac machine of Kerry Dixon. New car for Kerry this year. He gave the wall a bit of a kiss last meeting here in the wet conditions. But he's starting to look very, very fast in that Hypermac. Back on the next row of the grid, car number 95, Owen Dixon. And the Love Lady chassis alongside him, Campbell McManaway. Then back we go to Paul Renton, car number 13. Paul Wright, car number 12T. And off the back of the grid from the Cromwell Club, we've got Ray Stewart. So we're underway. Dixon at the moment leading this one here. Campbell McManaway heads to the outside, goes straight to the lead. That's where we've seen McManaway all this season. He's got that Mustang absolutely dialed in, the Can-Do Fishing Hypermac Mustang. Kerry Dixon still holding that second place there at the moment. Then we go back to 13i, which is Paul Renton with the Verdona chassis. Renton's, of course, he's been the only one that's really put a challenge to McManaway this year so far, but Dixon, look at him as he gets used to this Hypermac machine. He's managing to hold him out at the moment. Then we go back to Owen Dixon, then Wright, then Ray Stewart and Norman Butler at the tail of the field. So it's the Can-Do Fishing machine of Campbell McManaway. Bit of in-car footage on this car tonight as well. Jason and his pits team have got cameras all over these cars tonight, so looking forward to some of the footage that we see on the screens from tonight's meeting. Kerry Dixon, he'll be absolutely stoked to be sitting in that second place at the moment. As I said before, this is a brand new car for Kerry Dixon this season. He's managing to hold off car number 13, which is Paul Renton, and Owen Dixon starting to put a wee bit of pressure on the back of Paul Renton as well. That's your battle there for third and fourth spot. Then back we go to Wright and Ray Stewart, the two Cromwell-based drivers battling it out there for fifth and sixth position, and Norm Butler at the rear of the field. So Campbell McManaway, he's still in total control of this one here. He got a good start, and he's certainly making ground in car number 492. Then we go back to Kerry Dixon, Paul Renton, Owen Dixon. That's your top four. No change in the order there at the moment. Wright and Stewart, the two Cromwell boys, certainly having a decent battle there at the moment. It is Paul Wright just ahead of Ray Stewart. Ray Stewart, of course, he's been around for a number of years as well. He's done plenty of laps here at the Rock FM Riverside Speedway. Campbell McManaway still in total control of this one here. Look like a wee bit of smoke starting to come out of the back of the 25i entry. That is Kerry Dixon. We'll keep an eye on that there just as he heads down the back straight at the moment. Paul Renton, he'll have his rear vision mirror full of car number 95 as Owen Dixon puts a ton of pressure on him. Last lap flag is out, just one more to go for Campbell McManaway. Very, very tidy drive indeed. He's only got a couple of corners to go. He's going to head round the... thought he was going to go to the outside of Norm Butler. Yes, he does. He takes the checkered flag. That is Campbell McManaway. Very smoky. Kerry Dixon comes in second spot, just ahead of Paul Renton and Owen Dixon. Then we go back to car number 12, Paul Wright, Ray Stewart. And the rear of the field there, Norm Butler, car number 54. 100% record here this season so far though for Campbell McManaway. Won every race that he's been in this year. Don't forget, of course, if you want a wee bit of McManaway racing merchandise, come over and see the Can-Do Fishing team at the end of the meeting in the pit series. Got some t-shirts, heavily reduced. Come see Campbell and the team, grab yourself one of those.
Alrighty, here we are with the Heat 1 winner of the Super Saloons for the Rock FM Riverside Speedway. It is Campbell McManaway. Now, Campbell, we've had, 4 runs? This is our 5th run here, 5 wins. That's not a bad sort of an average going into 100% success rate so far.
Yeah, I think I'm liking this track a little bit better than Christchurch. I haven't got the checkered flag there, but bloody Richie Taylor keeps on taking it off me.
Now tell me, obviously, it got a good grid position, it obviously helped, but you did have to do a bit of work and get around the outside of Kerry Dixon. Obviously the car's hooking up, track's good.
Car is hooking up. I had to have faith in the car, go around the outside. I thought I'd get straight into it, no smucking around, but no, the track was good, although it started to slick off a little bit at the end on the inside. We were pushing all the dirt out into the outside, so I would say it's going to go slick.
And of course you'll have a good setup for that as well. I noticed there's a couple of other good Super Saloons that are down here as well. Those guys sort of paddling around a wee bit in the back there, but you expect that those guys will have their setups pretty spot on coming out for the next race.
Well, I think my next one's off the front, and the last one's off the back. So off the back, I'll be looking forward to that. Yeah, a bit more pressure to try and get up to the front.
Okay, so sponsor look after you on the big Mustang here. Who?
We've got Can Do Fishing. They specialise in kinners, and we've got the Pits, of course, and Fast Blast and Dowie contracted from Nelson.
Absolutely fantastic. Well, best of luck for the rest of the heats on tonight, Campbell.
Good one, thanks, Joe.
Okay folks, here we are at the Rock FM Riverside Speedway. Super Saloon action, and of course a chance to catch up with one of those living legends of the sport. It is the 54 car of Norm Butler. Norm, you say you're a bit knackered, you're sitting in the car, you're struggling to get out.
I am struggling to get out, but we'll come right. Yeah, it's a bit more age I need to loosen myself up a bit.
Absolutely, I suppose after a couple of heats you'll be well and truly loosened up, won't you? So tell us, car performing all right out there, track's good?
Yeah, the car is good, the track is good, and the driver's just got to catch up in speed a little bit.
Absolutely, and of course this is a replica car from the one that you went out and won the Super Saloon Champs a number of years ago. I think it was about 1980 something, wasn't it?
That's correct, yeah. It's 83, I think it might have been. I was third in New Zealand, won the South Island.
That's a good achievement as well, and of course you're still racing out there, and I suppose that's, full marks go out to that as well. You must be getting on in age a wee bit. I think it's a bit rude to ask your age, but you must be hitting close to the 80 mark, are you?
No, I'm only just on 76.
Yeah, closer to the 80 mark. Alrighty, mate. So, of course, the car looking mint as well. You got some sponsors to look after you on the car, Norm?
Yeah, I've got Brent Davidson, the local sidecar guy from Agweld, and he's helped me real good. He runs a pretty fast bike at Riverside Speedway. These two boys over there.
Absolutely, that's great, mate. Well, best of luck for the rest of the racing. Hopefully we'll catch up with you later on in the night, because if we're doing that, that means you've won a race, Norm.
Correct, and I can only get faster.
Absolutely, thanks very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rock FM Riverside Speedway. Super Saloons on track. That machine out in front. He did clean up race number one. He's going to be a tough man to beat, starting from the front row of the grid. 492, Campbell McManaway alongside him. Car number 12, T from Cromwell is Paul Wright. Row number 2 is Paul Renton. Car number 13 alongside Ray Stewart, also contracted to Cromwell. Third row back, we see Storman Norman Butler, car number 54. Pretty iconic machine here at the Rock FM Riverside Speedway. Kerry Dixon, very, very good second place in heat number 1 tonight. He will start back there on the 6th place of the grid in the brand new Hypermac machine there. And at the tail end of the grid is car number 95, the Lovelady chassis of Owen Dixon. Of course, watch out for these cars up front there. Of course, that machine of Ray Stewart's very quick as well. He started from the back of the grid last time out. He's right up the front there. Paul Renton will certainly have his hands full with Ray Stewart, very experienced campaigner. Should be ready for a start this time around. underway. Paul Wright, he gets out in front of Campbell McManaway. McManaway just sledges into the corner there, but it is Wright, car number 12, out in front at the moment. Then we've got McManaway, Ray Stewart, Paul Renton there. Looks like Dixon's going to head around the outside of Paul Renton, so Dixon picks himself up a slot as well. Then we go back to Owen Dixon and Norm Butler. Look at these boys from Cromwell putting a bit of pressure on the hometown heroes. Paul Wright, he's in full command of this one here at the moment. Campbell McManaway in second place. Of course, Campbell hasn't lost a race here at the Rock FM Riverside Speedway yet this season, so he'll be wanting to pick himself up another spot. But look at the pressure Ray Stewart's putting on him at the moment. That's your battle for second and third. Stewart's got the inside line. He's making McManaway work for this one. And it's still Wright out in front. Ray Stewart slots into that second spot. Kerry Dixon starts putting a bit of pressure on McManaway now as well. So McManaway started from the front row of the grid on this one here, and he's having a wee bit of trouble. Yellow flag is out, so Paul Renton, it looks like, down in turn 3 there. Car number 13. But Paul Wright, car number 12. Sponsored by Main Freight, got off to an absolute blinder of a start. Ray Stewart, he battled it out with Campbell McManaway before he managed to sneak in front of him. So McManaway, he's got a whole lot of work to do. Paul Renton looks like he's got the mulching.co.nz machine sorted out. He'll join the back of the field behind Norm Butler. So at the moment, Wright, Stewart, McManaway, Kerry Dixon, his father, Owen Dixon, Justin behind him, Norm Butler, and Paul Renton. That's how they should line up for the restart. Ready for a restart. Wright leads them off. McManaway goes to the outside. Heavy wanting to make amends for it. He heads to the inside. He's got the inside line there. He pushes Wright slightly wide. McManaway manages to sneak through and he takes the lead. Back to Wright, then we've got Ray Stewart there in third place. Dixon putting a ton of pressure on the back of Ray Stewart as well. Good to see Kerry Dixon getting to grips with this Hypermac machine. He tries to sneak underneath Stewart, can't quite get the job done, but he's pushing pretty hard. Owen Dixon's there as well, he's ready to jump. Then we go back to Paul Renton and Norm Butler. Kerry Dixon, he slots himself up into that third spot. Wee bit of argy-bargy past Ray Stewart, but Rubbing's racing. So at the moment, 492, the Can-Do Fishing Hypermac Mustang of Campbell McManaway. He's out in front, currently leading 12 on, which is Paul Wright in second place, but Wright's coming under. A wee bit of pressure there now from Dixon. Ray Stewart currently holding fourth place, then Owen Dixon. Paul Renton wanting to try and get into this pack as well after his bit of a spin down in turn 3 before. Still Campbell McManaway in total control of this one. He'll be pleased he got that restart before, because Wright was out to a steady lead. Look at this, Dixon under brakes as they head into turn 3. He's all over the back of Wright at the moment. He'll be wanting to slot up into that second position. Heads to the inside again. That's your battle for second and third. Look at that. Dixon is Wright going to leave the door open. Dixon on the inside. It's a drag race on the back straight. Dixon manages to sneak through. So Kerry Dixon up into second place in car number 25. McManaway leading, then Kerry Dixon. Contact there between the two Cromwell drivers, which is Ray Stewart and Paul Wright. We've got a contact there. Owen Dixon trying to find a way through there now as well. Campbell McManaway, he's got out to a decent lead now. Next time around he'll possibly see the white flag. Last lap flag is out for Campbell McManaway. McManaway leading this one here from Kerry Dixon. Ray Stewart, then we go back to Wright, then Owen Dixon. Paul Renton starting to put a wee bit of pressure on Owen Dixon further down the pack there as well. Tried to sneak through on turn number 3, couldn't get it done. Checkered flag is out though. Campbell McManaway makes it 2 from 2 tonight at the Rock FM Riverside Speedway. Then Kerry Dixon. Back to Ray Stewart, number 34. Paul Wright, he'll settle for 4th place. Then Owen Dixon, car number 95. Paul Renton, 13. And Norm Butler, car number 54. So there we go, the 100% record here at Riverside Speedway this season. Campbell McManaway keeps it intact. He hasn't lost a race here this season, ladies and gentlemen.
Riverside Speedway, the Super Saloons coming down to have a bit of a play with the local guys. This one here, course 34, Ray Stewart. Ray, the car not quite hooking up the way you want it to. Track's obviously not to your liking at the stage of the meeting, I'd imagine.
No, she's a one-lane track, unfortunately, and I had a bit of a play on the outside there, and that young fellow over there went up the inside and it was not good enough. So.
Oh, okay, but obviously car seems to be going okay. You had a bit of an incident at Woodford Glen Speedway last weekend, so you've, weekend before actually, so you've obviously done a wee bit of work even to get it here tonight.
Yeah, it was a week of repairs, and we hit the wall fairly big time, a couple of rolls on top of that, and usual story, probably a $10,000 repair job with all the shocks and front suspension bits and pieces and some panels. And she's a bit second-hand looking at the moment, but we'll get it right again. But really the idea of coming down here is to have a run, see if anything else breaks while we're racing. That's the main point of being here.
And of course you'll be preparing for the next weekend, which is Nelson for the Elf Cup, also Greymouth the next day, so I suppose you want to try and get it all sorted out before you get up the country.
Ah yes, it's a long haul up there, and to go up there and miss out on one, first race, it's a long haul just for nothing. So looking forward to it. We've got some very, very fast drivers in the group now, and you've got to be on your game all the time. So we'll see how we get there. Eh?
Of course, a couple of years ago, I've been knowing you for quite some time, but a couple of years ago you kept telling me you're retiring. But I suppose it's to the point now where there's so many Super Saloons out there, it's actually a very competitive class, and I suppose you just want to give it that one more go, is it?
Yeah, don't tell my wife that, but next year's the Super Saloon Champs in Cromwell, and I'm going to hang around for that one anyway.
Absolutely. Now, who are the sponsors look after you on the car, Ray?
Yeah, my company, Heavy Tracks Hire, and we've got Tech King tyres down the side here. Elf Lubricants are always in there, and also Seeker Panels and Parts in Nelson. He's pretty good with me up there, so yeah, we're pretty fortunate to have some people like that.
Absolutely. Well, best of luck for the last race coming up very shortly, Ray, and hopefully you get the right setup for it.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're not far away, just there's no grip out wide there, so we have to sit behind everybody. Wait and see, eh?
Thanks, Ray. 12 car from Cromwell, Paul Wright. Paul, first and foremost, welcome back to Riverside Speedway. It's probably been a wee while for you too, isn't it?
Yeah, no, thank you, Jason. Yeah, no, it has been actually, last year. But the track's still as challenging as ever.
Well, that's got to be good. Can't be having the same track as what you get at home, otherwise it'd be too easy, wouldn't it?
Of course it would be, yeah. No, it's got good competition tonight, so yeah, I'm wrapped.
And of course, this car, you've had it a couple of seasons now, new motor. How's that sort of combination going for you?
Yeah, no, fantastic, yeah. Yeah, starting to get it together now, so going really well, so really pleased.
I suppose it's all about learning the setups and all the bits and pieces from each individual track. I'm sure you're pretty good on your home track. I've seen you do a couple of good runs there. Riverside Speedway is still a bit of a pain in the butt for you, really, I suppose.
No, not at all. No, it's probably my second best track. Yeah, no, I like it here. It's great.
And is this a bit of a hit out before the Elf Cup course coming up next weekend?
Yeah, Nelson and Greymouth. So yeah, looking forward to that. Be a lot of good fellas up there, so we'll be able to race with them. Yeah, it'll be great.
18, I think, this year, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
What's the plan? What's the target for this year for the Elf Cup?
To slip into that top 10 and get some more pole shuffles. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, you got the package to do it. Just whether the driver's up to the task.
Hell no, it's on the night.
Absolutely. So tell us, sponsors look after you who?
Main Freight, Cromwell Crash Collisions, Elf come to the party this year, which has been tremendous. Yeah.
Well, good stuff. Well, best of luck for the rest of the racing tonight.
No, great. Thanks, Jason.
Super Saloons about to grace us with their presence again. Car number 492, Campbell McManaway's made it 2 from 2 tonight. He's got a 100% record here at the Rock FM Riverside Speedway so far this season. Can he do it here in race number 3 for the Super Saloons? I'll tell you what, it'll be pretty tough work, especially if I look at the front row of the grid and you've got car number 34 from Cromwell, Ray Stewart. We're away and racing. Look at that. Kerry Dixon gets a great start, heads to the outside, but Ray Stewart, he won't make it easy for him as they head down the back straight. Stewart manages to sneak underneath and just hold that lead. Car number 34 back to Kerry Dixon, then Paul Renton, then we go to Wright, McManaway and Norm Butler. Into turn 1, look at the pressure. Dixon starting to pull on. He looks for that gap on the inside. Can he hold it there? Looks like he's going to. Kerry Dixon slots into first. Ray Stewart will come fighting back though as they head into turn 3 and 4. Maybe just a little bit high. Looking for a bit more drive. Couldn't quite find it, so Kerry Dixon leads this one here at the moment. He's come on in leaps and bounds in this new machine tonight. Looking very racy indeed. I'd say he's going to have a big season, Kerry Dixon, in this brand new Hypermac machine. Back to Ray Stewart. Paul Renton having a better run this time around as well. Campbell McManaway there. Then we go back to Paul Wright and Norm Butler. Dixon still leads this one here. Good battle happening back there for second and third. Renton just a little bit wide there. He was all over the back of Ray Stewart, but he just gave Ray a little bit of breathing room and gave Campbell McManaway the chance to pounce. He slipped back for that battle for third and fourth between Renton and McManaway. McManaway pushing pretty hard. Of course, he's got that 100% record so far down here this year. Certainly looks to be under threat in race number 3 here tonight. Kerry Dixon sits down on the pole line. He just wants to bring this machine home, driving very, very sensibly indeed. He's leading this one here from Ray Stewart. And the heavy tracks machine in second. Stewart not giving up though. He'll push right to the end. A change there for third and fourth. Campbell McManaway gets around the outside of Paul Renton. Renton slips back to fourth place. Fifth, Paul Wright at the moment. Then we go back to Norm Butler. McManaway trying to make a move now. He's trying to get a little bit closer to the back of Ray Stewart. He's got a fair bit of work to do. Kerry Dixon up in front of Ray Stewart, still in total command of this race. Leads it from Stewart, couple of car lengths here, couple of car lengths back to Campbell McManaway. Then we've got Paul Renton, Paul Wright, Norm Butler still at the back of the field. Dixon sits down on the pole line. Look at that. Car number 34 on the last lap has a big bite of that corner, tries to pick himself up another car length. I don't think he's going to have the wheels to do it though. Last corner of the race, Kerry Dixon's going to take this one here out. Checker flag is out. Kerry Dixon takes it from Ray Stewart in second. Campbell McManaway's going to have to settle for third. And Paul Renton fourth place there, so a good win to Kerry Dixon. He'll be absolutely stoked with that. He's had a few teething problems. It's taken him a wee while to get used to this machine, but I tell you what, he's driven it absolutely superb tonight here at the Rock FM Riverside Speedway. Give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. This machine here is going to be one to watch throughout the season.